Hi guys, welcome back to RRC, and I think it's video 15 of the Volvo timber truck by Tamiya. On the last video we sort of got the cab finished, still a bit more to do on that, but it has to come on a different stage. And as I mentioned in that video, Tamiya suggests that the cab goes on now, but that's only because of they're assuming that there's no MFC in there, just a normal speed controller, so you can just put the cab on and away you go. And I did mention that I couldn't put the cab on because there's a lot of wiring to be done on the MFC, get the lights in and such likes. So what I've been doing off camera is putting the receiver in, getting the relevant lights, LEDs plugged in to where they need to go, but then because of the amount of lights on this, I didn't realise there was a further set of lights at the back, so I don't think you can see. Let me just drag that forward a bit and you might, no, you still can't see it. 1 second guys. So you can just see these tails here. I've had to actually extend the wiring for these, and these are not the Tamiya LEDs, these are ones that I've purchased, so I've had to extend them so that they can go into the amber lights, like these on the side. I know you can't see them, there's another set on the back of the mud guards here, so that is for them. So I've had to run that in, and run that in and cable tie things up. So what we've got here now is, I say, the wires in for the LEDs for the side and rear lights. The controller for the MFC cables are in, and I can't really show you that, but the actual GT Power comes with an XT60, sorry, yeah, XT60 plug, and I've got a Tamiya connection on that, so I've got to get an adapter to change that. The other thing that I've got to do is I've just got to get a little adapter to plug the rest of these lights in here because of the limitations of the GT Power MFC. So just got to get a little adapter like I did on the recovery truck, plug into one of the ports and then just put them a couple of LEDs in there and that one as well, so they're all working off the same channel. Now that's sort of it for that bit. The MFC hasn't been programmed up yet. I say I need the converter for the battery. I was going to chop the XT60 off, but I thought if there's anything wrong with this and it needs to go back under warranty, then I'd avoided the warranty, so I decided not to. But what I wanted to show you is that with all that done, I did test the cab for going on. We've still got wiring in here for the lights that need to plug in here, but they'll have to come when the front bumper's getting done. But I did check for the cab sitting on the body, make sure all the wiring was cleared, and it just sits straight on like that, guys. I know you can't get a really good view of that, you're seeing the top of it, but the cab it sits on with no problem. It's not fouling any wires. It just sits on there. The wiring route there that I brought up, and you can just see the way I brought the wiring in there. I think the bed actually comes up to here, and there's a smallish gap, so that wiring won't be on view, because there's like another platform that gets built on this. So that's where we're up to for the actual cab section, guys. So what is there is still painting to do, but it moves on to actually making this separate chassis piece here, which is quite a lot. So you get another 2 rails there, build that up, and then when you turn over the page, then you can see you've got to put these, we'll call them deck plates, got to put them in and secure them with tape while you get all the screws in and all the bits and bobs. So there's a lot going on in them 2 sections there. So that's what I'm going to be getting on with next, is starting this chassis frame, and then once that's done, it moves on to actually making the simulated uprights that support the logs when it's loaded, as you can see there. So they'll be getting made up and fastened to it. So we've got a bit to do on that, so we'll get on with it and see where it takes us. Bring you back on in a minute, guys. Okay guys, I've now opened bag G, so that means that we're obviously moved on to a new section, which is, as I said before, is going to be section 68 on page 33, and it's this subframe we're building up now, which is going to be sitting on the back of this truck. When you fit these blocks, or if you're fitting these blocks, note the direction of it, because one end is threaded, and that is for the headache rack that goes on the back there. So just make a note of that, and you're literally just screwing into plastic on this. These cross members have little pegs on the top, so they go upwards. Okay guys, when you're fitting these blocks, there's threaded at one end for the headache rack to screw on, and these 2 threaded screws line up with them at the bottom there. So just make sure you got them right way around. I'm going to have to release these because, as you can see, one's springing, so let that go. And now that we've got that one in, we can start getting these in now. Okay guys, that's all the cross members in there. So our next bit is a page or section 69 on 34. I'm putting these caps in now. Now guys, before I can continue, these gangway boards as they're calling them, I've got to be painted, so I have to get that done before I can place them on there. And then, as you can see, there is a whole load of nuts and bolts there to hold stuff on. So okay, let's get on with it. Okay guys, I've painted these now, so I'm going to start putting them in place. As for the tape, I don't think I'm going to need it because they're a tight fit anyway. Right, so that's in the right place. Now guys, I've got to put Loctite on all these screws here, so I'll get a couple of them in and then I'll get you back on when they're all in. Okay guys, I've got these screws in here, I'll get the rest in and then I'll get you back on. Okay, that's all the plates fastened in now. Looks like that. Looks pretty neat. Okay, we're moving on to section 70 now. I'm putting all the little bits on there for that. Yeah, there's some posts in there. Okay guys, there's the mounting plate for the headache rack there, and we've got the cross members on and these mounting studs here. So that's it for this video guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.